Hey guys, this is Coach Chris here with Recovery 2, Triumph's Recovery 2. It's going to be all lower body foam rolling. The goal here is going to be to spend 1 minute on each piece. So it'll be 1 minute down and up the leg. So a nice slow 30 seconds. We're starting on the quads here. Starting right about hip crease and driving to just above the kneecap. Slowly coming back up. I'm moving a little quick in the video just for time's sake. Sitting here watching me foam roll for 12 minutes or so is not going to be overly entertaining for you guys. But to get the idea here, we'll spend about a minute on each leg, foam rolling really thoroughly through the muscles really well. Through the quads here, this past week was real spicy, so as you're going through, if you find any knots or anything kind of angry, really hang out there for a second and take your time. We're really just focusing on one very efficient pass through here. As we finish the quads, you'll see me finishing here shortly. We will move to the IT band side of the leg here. We'll continue to move through the IT band to the side of the leg. So we're right at the top of the pocket, where the pocket in your pants would be, to just about mid to low thigh. The way I'm doing it here with my other foot kind of supporting me is an easier way to almost do a progression or a scale on this. The other way that I'll demo here in just a second, as I fidget on the foam roller, will be legs stacked. This will be a little more intense, but also help release that muscle even a little bit more. Again, this is a little bit higher difficulty as far as pain tolerance goes, but really dig in there and be proactive this week. As we get into Murph and as we're running more, hips tend to get a little more tight. The next one we're going to hit is piriformis, so top of your glutes. This is a little harder to hit. Hopefully this angle is showing enough here. So I'm going to put my opposite ankle on that heel. I'm always going to move towards the knee that's raised and really working laterally back and forth through that muscle. The more I can get on there and the more I can really pinpoint that pressure, the better. Really focus on finding that sore spot and staying there on this one, not necessarily just rolling up and down quickly. Take that full minute to really work through any kind of muscle soreness or tightness that you have there. As we work through this one, we will get into the hamstring and the inner thigh. Up first is going to be the inner thigh. This one, again, will look a little awkward. We're starting with the VMO, so just the inside of the thigh here, rolling up into the groin. Some are going to be a little more tight towards the VMO. You can bring your ankle up and kind of use your ankle and shin as a fulcrum here and kind of drive more pressure into that inner thigh group. Again, as you're working here, be patient, work through that whole minute. Tendency is going to be to roll quickly. Really, really focus on taking your time. So another view of this, rolling through, working all the way up to the groin and back down. Again, this is demo purpose. I'm obviously moving fairly quick through these. The hamstring being next, we're going to start just underneath the glute. One leg at a time here, working through that hamstring. Not going to be a ton of pressure when we go single leg. As you can see, I'm kind of using my opposite leg to hold myself up. This can relieve or add pressure. On this next side, if you can absolutely stack legs on top of each other and roll through. I recommend staying on the edge of the foam roller. It's going to be add a little bit more pressure through those muscles, especially with as large as the hamstring group is. It's very difficult to really get in there. The last two sections we really want to go over is the calves. If you are like me, the calves are super, super tight, and you really can't seem to foam roll them enough, take your time and really dig in here. Double down on this one if you need to. Again, when you stack those feet, it's gonna provide a little bit more pressure. If you are incredibly tight, I would go one leg at a time. Use the opposite foot to kind of ease the tension on that heel cord. The next one is going to be one we really don't do super often, and is going to be the kind of outside of the shin. This will be pretty intense. If you have a little bit of outer knee pain or kind of pain in the top of your foot, we're going to start just under the knee and go just to the end of where sweatpants would be, or the top of a sock line. We're going to work through that muscle, really small muscle group here, but they take a lot of beating during the week and don't get much love when it comes to recovery. So completing this will take about 12 minutes total, but it's some good, deep, soft tissue work. We hope you get a big benefit out of it. Let us know, and thanks again for joining us.